Rumors are that Gizellebryant has officially torn her drawers with the network and may be on the way out at Real Housewives of Potomac. Are the rumors that Gizelle is about to be fired true? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified, so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. Alright, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about, and it centers around rumors that allegedly Gizelle has officially torn her drawers with the network and may be on the way out at Real Housewives of Potomac. Are the rumors that Gizelle is about to be fired true? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more, and here it goes. Rumors are Gizelle is allegedly about to be fired, but from what role? The source said, things are looking bad for Gizelle, probably even worse than Robyn. The source continued, this whole Juan cheating scandal is so much bigger than Robyn and Juan. This situation speaks to a whole other issue Bravo has that flows straight through Gizelle. The source continued, the network and producers allegedly know they messed up this time with their up-and-coming biggest franchise. From fans and cast member outrage, there's only one way to fix it, and it's to hand out pink slips, said the source. Gizelle is about to get a big shock next season, ended the source. Another insider said that allegedly network executives have been fuming all week, wondering how Andy and show producers allowed Gizelle and Robyn's influence on the show to go unchecked. Many thought that the network and producers had learned their lesson with Nene, but it appears they have not. So the question is, what role is Gizelle allegedly about to lose on Real Housewives of Potomac? Well, the industry insider says that allegedly a decision was made this week to officially remove Gizelle as an executive producer on the show. Why? The insider continued, Gizelle's lack of restraint and greed has allowed her to become completely uncontrollable. Allegedly, producers feel that she has lost sight of her main responsibility as an unofficial cast producer. Her role was to help produce the drama of the truth and not cover it up. Furthermore, said the insider, Gizelle's blatant lies are what really sealed the deal. Lying on a castmate is one thing, but lying on their husbands and potentially causing irreversible damage to their image, professional careers, and personal lives was downright dangerous, ended the source. Another source said, Gizelle, disregard for the truth led to a huge Real Housewives of Potomac fan uproar, and the network and producers know they have to act fast or they could lose the franchise for good. That's why, said the source, you see Andy doing a separate sit-down interview with Robyn after the reunion. It's all damage control, continued the source, but it probably won't work. The damage has already been done, continued the source. Robyn doesn't have to face the wrath of the other ladies for a round of questioning, just Andy, which probably won't save her job or the fans' perspective of who the real Robyn is. All sources agree that for now, if rumors are true, then firing Gizelle as an alleged executive producer is the best route to take to cool things over for now. Not Robyn doing an interview or a sit-down can even change the course that they have taken. And also not even a Watch What Happens Live appearance. But the fact that Gizelle has so much control that needs to be ended is the only way to save face, ended the source. Now, kinfolk, when I heard this rumor, I was not surprised. because it seems this. It seems like producers just have not learned their lesson. And I wasn't surprised by the fan backlash, because this is something that we saw with Real Housewives of Atlanta, when Nene was allegedly given so much control over who stayed, who went, what storylines got brought to the forefront, which storylines got put on the back burner. It wasn't until we saw Kenya come on the show that we started seeing a lot of the other ladies push back following Kenya's lead with Nene's cast producing, and all of the leeway that producers allegedly gave her. So I wasn't surprised that the network was allegedly fuming at the fact that Gizelle, her power on the show has gotten uncontrollable. The fans have been noticing it for quite some time. But I do feel like the difference between now and then is, one, you start telling lies on the husbands who really don't have a stake in the show. And so they actually have real jobs. I'm not saying reality TV show castmates are not real, but when you put that juxtaposition amongst lights, camera, action in Hollywood versus, working at a restaurant as a restaurant manager and being a lawyer in the real world and not the reality TV world, those type of damages can sometimes be irreversible because you don't have the machine to help fix your image. So I think that is one of the big differences between then Robyn and Gizelle telling lies and now Robyn and Gizelle telling lies. Also, the next thing about this rumor that I find very interesting is this. Real Housewives of Potomac has had this very cult-like following. It has been an underground success, since I want to say season 3 or 4. And it's one of the shows on Bravo that for the most part, it has been like low cost to produce, but has a big, huge return on investment. But however, we have been noticing over the past 2 seasons that as fans of Real Housewives of Potomac, they have been starting down this very dark route. And we also learned and we saw really just how much Gizelle has influence over the ladies and the way they act. And for a long time, we can never really figure out why that was. But now knowing that Gizelle allegedly is the executive producer on the show, then the only way you can fix this is to fire Gizelle. Because the fight is fixed, right? We tune in for a lot of times for Real Housewives drama because we are investing in our teams, right? I remember Real Housewives of Atlanta, the talls versus the smalls, and I was so invested in I was so invested in the talls at the time. And so we tune in to see those teams and those different sides battle. But it's kind of like wrestling. If we know that the fight is fixed, if we know that this team is going to always win no matter what, what's the point of even tuning in? It's like football. If you know that this particular team is going to always win because the game may be fixed for them to win, why even tune in to watch? Because you already know the outcome. So this is a very dangerous game that the executive producers are playing, and I do believe if these rumors are true, firing Gizelle as an executive producer is the best route to go. Now, kinfolk, is another part of this rumor that I agree with in terms of what my sources are telling me and what the fans have also been saying, and is this. A housewife should not have executive producer privileges. I can almost see unofficial producer, like you help produce the ladies doing certain situations where the drama may be lagging or the ladies not really don't know which way to turn or which thing to do or how to produce the drama. I can kind of see you having like an unofficial producer type role, right? As long as you're fair about how you get the drama in front of the cameras. But an executive producer, to make it so official, that just takes away from the reality, right? It's almost like Basketball Wives, just seeing Shani at the top of the table, always facilitating drama, always keeping up drama, but all the ladies were afraid to address her because they felt like they would get fired if they did. It was just very unfair, and it's just like, it's not a good look. And I really wish Bravo and these producers would get away from doing that. Like, it's one thing to go out and find a housewife when you're creating one of these shows and saying, okay, cool, Who are the girls, the ladies, the women in the community who are in the know, the movers and the shakers? Let's bring them in, let's test them, and you use that person pretty much as your talent search, right? You can bring that person on the show, but then you got to realize you cannot allow that person to really dictate how things are happening and how the drama is being dispersed among the ladies, because again, it makes it seem as if the fight is fixed. So with that being said, I definitely agree with my sources and with fellow Real Housewives of Potomac fans and Real Housewives fans across the board that housewives just should not have executive producer privileges. It's the dumbest thing in the world. But also, kinfolk, the last part of this rumor that I find very interesting as well, and probably a little bit of truth in it, is about Robyn allegedly being fired. And it's this. You know, we have said here on the channel that from my sources are telling me that allegedly the decision has been made to boot Robyn off of the franchise next season. No demotion, no nothing, just boot. And you know, my sources, they were not all in sync with this assumption. However, after this week and this announcement that came out this week, I really do feel like the decision has been made to let Robyn go. And the thing that really led me to that belief is the fact that Robyn is doing a sit-down interview with Andy about all of this drama that happened with Juan and his alleged mistress and cheating and the hotel room receipts and all of that stuff. And the fact that they're doing a sit-down interview with Robyn after the reunion has filmed, after the season has filmed, is a telltale sign that this is Robyn's exit interview. I do believe that, and here's why. Allegedly doing two of them. A Watch What Happens Live appearance and then also a sit-down appearance. I'm like, what? What air do you have to clear? But I do believe it is Bravo or the executives or the network or the producers' way of trying to tell the fans we're listening and we're hearing and this cannot go on. Because if they're going to bring Robyn back next season, they wouldn't be asking all these different questions. They'll just let the cast ask these questions and see how it plays out with the cast. This is a good storyline because, as you know, they start filming pretty soon for the next season. So why get all of this good, juicy information out of Robyn, and why not just allow it to play out for filming next season? Unless you were not looking to bring Robyn back. And so I think these next two interviews or occasions where Robyn is allegedly sitting down with Andy is a way to either get some more ratings, to recoup all of the drama and the juiciness from the season that they missed by Robyn not revealing this information during filming. But kinfolk, with all that said, I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think the rumors, because right now it's all alleged information and speculation, but if true, do you think Gizelle should lose her executive producer privileges? Or do you think Gizelle's a very intricate part in the way they produce drama on Real Housewives of Potomac and that she should keep her executive producer title but just learn how to be more fair with the drama? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Alright, kinfolk. If you enjoyed this video, as always, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys over on the next one. Peace.